Hi, this is the third scenario in module 8. Flush and load or truncate and load or every time full load. So in data warehousing projects, in data warehousing terminology, this is a data load pattern. Some call it flush and load and some call it truncate and load and some call it every time full load. Actually, this is a load pattern in which we have to truncate the table explicitly to make sure there is no data and then load the data completely. So every time load the full data. So let's jump into the demonstration. I have already created this package and we have this execute SQL task and then data flow task. So to implement this truncate and load, we have to use a task to truncate the table explicitly. And it is mandatory to truncate the table. So in this execute SQL task, I have used this truncate command, truncate table name, and used a connection manager of type OLEDB on destination server. So it will truncate this table before performing the data load using the data flow task. So inside data flow task, we have this read data using the ADO.NET source, which is reading the data using this SQL from the source, and it is producing these columns. And then we are using this derived column transformation to apply some transformation on data type conversion. So is FTP and segment ID. These are the two columns which we have used to change their data type. So each FTP is converted into the Boolean type and segment ID is converted into the integer 4 byte signed integer. Okay, so this is the transformation we have used or applied using the derived column transformation. And then we have used the OLEDB destination, and in destination we are using the connection manager and loading this data into the table. We have mapped the columns into the mapping page and that's it. So we have truncated this table manually, explicitly, and then performing the data load. So it will load the data into the empty table. So this is how we can implement this data load pattern of truncate and load in our demonstrations and other scenarios. I have used just to truncate the table, not to increase the size of those tables. And for demonstration purpose, we have to show the current data. So that's why I had used that. But in data flow, in actual data warehousing patterns, in data warehousing, this is the data load pattern, truncate and load, and we have to use the truncating the table as a mandatory and explicitly. So let's execute this package. So it has truncated this table and loaded the data into this table. So let's query the table. So this is the source data that we are pulling from source database, and this is the destination. You can see on this query window the connection is destination. So this is the data that it is loading. So if we run this package again. It will truncate this table and load the data one more time. So the package was completed and it loaded the data after truncating. So this is how we can implement this truncate and load, or flush and load, or the full load every time. This is a data load pattern.